In this lesson, we'll be discussing translations. By the end of the lesson, you should be able to translate a figure along a straight line and find the patterns in the segments between the pre-image and the image. So translation means the figure slides along a straight line. It doesn't turn, it just goes straight. It can go up and down or left and right. So if it's left and right, you're talking about the x-axis. If it's up and down, you're talking about the y-axis. So the difference between pre-image and image, the pre-image is the figure before the transformation, and the image is the figure after the transformation. So we use that prime symbol to say which one is the image and which is the pre-image. So our pre-image is before, so that's without, and then think about like after we change it and we add the prime symbol. So some examples says translate the triangle as indicated by the arrow. Label the new axes A prime, B prime, and C prime. What do you know about the segments after the translation? So you need to take your patty paper and put it on here and then just translate it, which means just slide it along this arrow. And then it would be here. See, these three segments from A to A prime, B to B prime, and C to C prime are all identically the same length. 2. Label the vertices of the two triangles RST and R'T so the vertices match after the translation. Draw the dashed segments to match the vertices. What do you know about the segments? So we want to draw a line from R to R prime, S to S prime, and T to T prime. And you should notice these three segments are identical in length. So looking at this graph, and we've got a translation of this triangle. So if A is 2, 4, right here, 2, 4, what's A prime? 7, negative 2. If B prime is negative 3, 0, what's B over here? 6, 6. If C is 6, 1, what is C prime? Negative 3, negative 5. Which side is congruent to AB? Well, that's A prime, B prime. Which angle is congruent to C? C prime. And how would you describe the translation? Well, let's see what happened. It went from A to A prime. So I'm going to count how many to the left and how many down. So left 9, down 6. So let's look at these. What happened here? Translation, and you could almost say that looks like a reflection, but see how C and C prime are in the same place. So the only way that could happen is if it slides over, so it's going left. This one, looking at the pre-image, E to E prime, it's going down. From A to A prime, they put a little 1 here, so it's a little different, but we get the idea. It's right and down. This one from C to C prime looks like it's going to the left and then down. From E to E prime, it's going to go right and then down. And from B to B prime, it's going to go up and right. So what are the 4 types of transformations? Translations, reflections, dilation, and rotation. The translation can move which direction? Any direction as long as it's a straight line. Up and down, the y-axis, side to side, the x-axis.